Hi there, Ruthie from RearReleaseFreeGroup.com, and today I am going to share with you how to make chicken broth. It's easy, it's economical. You can use chicken broth in many recipes. I am doing the Whole30 currently, and it is saving me some money, serious bucks here. Especially if you are trying to eat healthy, making your own chicken broth is is not only organic and better for you, but it's better for your wallet as well. So here's what I do. And if you'll follow me on Pinterest and go to my healthy eating board and especially follow that one, you'll be able to find the recipes that I'm going to refer to here. The first thing I do is make a whole chicken. I try to buy a grass-fed whole chicken, and I make it in my crock pot on Sunday mornings. So I put cut up potatoes. I don't even peel them. I just, it's time to go to church, and we're in a hurry stuff. So I cut up my potatoes into chunks, carrots and onions into chunks. I put them on the bottom. I put this whole chicken on the top. I put some sprigs of thyme inside of it, and then a special rub with paprika and garlic powder and some other seasonings in it. I'll tell you, the recipe is actually on my board. It's by Kelly from the Nourishing Home, and I like to use my iPad for my boards. Here's a picture of it. You probably can't see it, but it's called 3 Meals with One Main Dish, Slow Cooker Roast Chicken. The roast chicken is a Whole30 dinner, but it's delicious. Everybody's going to love this chicken. And you don't have to add any water to it all. You just cover it and turn it on high, and when you get home from church, it's done. So that's what I start out with. Her recipe is actually featured on the Whole30 website. So you will have to go there to get that, and you'll have to go through a few links, but be patient in order to get to it. So I start out with that, and then she has some suggestions, and I put them on my board, and it's called How to Make Slow Cooker Bone Broth. You want to look for that. It's a little picture with four glass pints with lids, and she has chicken broth or beef broth poured in those. And that is actually the best way to store them, which I haven't stored it like that yet, and I'll show you that in a minute what I do. So after I cook the chicken, then what Kelly says to do is, and I do this every time, I debone the rest of it, and there's not usually a lot left because I have a big family. And then I put all the bones back in the crock pot. And in her recipe, if you'll go there, you'll see what to do. You just add some root vegetables. Really, you can't go wrong. Like she said, you can just throw a bunch of stuff in there and be fine with this, because this is phase 2. So you clear out your crock pot, you put your chicken bones back in there, and then you just put some carrots. I even just throw my carrots in there whole, and celery, onions, and whatever herbs you want to use and spices. And you get filtered water and fill it up to probably 3/4 full, and then you let that cook, and it's going to cook until it shows a glaziness to it. That's going to probably take, for my crock pot, it cooks super fast. So it only takes me 6 hours at the most to cook up a broth. And you'll know it because it's rich, and these little floaty things are on the top, sort of. And so you take a ladle and you strain it. I take a coffee filter, an actual coffee filter that is like plastic, and strain that through there. And then I store it. Right now I'm storing it in plastic bags. Probably not the most smart thing to do, because sometimes when you are thawing them, They tend to bust, but it's the fastest thing for me right now. So this is chicken broth. This is homemade chicken broth. And this is homemade chicken broth. And so are all of these. Now, as I get lower, you'll see they get darker because the first broth is the darkest and the richest. And you see those little clumps there, that shows some of the fat, but some of the richness too. Look at this. This is the darkest right here. It's yummy stuff. It's good for your gut. And you can save it, and you can make it easy on yourself. The next time you need to have chicken broth, you just thaw it in your microwave and you've got it and it's ready. So what you can do with that chicken broth is once you're done with the first batch, you just ladle it out, strain it out. You can start again. You can do this. I did it for 5 days, day and night. You don't have to do it that long, but you can do it for as long as you want to do it in order to get the full effect of all the bone broth. And then you can save it. You can save it in your refrigerator for up to a week, and then you can store it in your freezer. So that's how to make bone broth. So be sure to follow me on Pinterest on it's called Healthy Eating Board. You probably can't see that either. But if you'll go to the Healthy Eating Board, you'll see the bone broth, and you'll see her chicken recipe for Sunday, and you're going to love it, and you're going to thank me for it. And I will put the links under the comments. All right? Have a great day. Eat healthy.